Oh yeah, I'm doing fine. You know, the coaches and the training staff, they got a process of what they want me to do, rather as being healthy for when we get ready to play. So I just got to do my job and follow the plan that they got put ahead in front of me.
So that was just part of the plan, then?
Yeah, it's just part of the plan.
Is it still about maintaining the tempo?
It's just everything. Just like I said, it's the process is just making sure I'm as healthy as I need to be when it's time to play ball.
The last two practices at the beginning, it looks like you're talking a lot to the trainers. Are they listening to you essentially?
No, they're really just asking me questions, asking me how I feel, telling me what all the things that's gonna be ahead of the plan today, what I'm gonna be doing at practice and how I'm gonna be doing it. So just keeping those guys, keeping those guys on how I feel and what they want me to do. So it's just a process that I just gotta follow.
Can you talk a little bit about your intention on being a little more vocal and being more of a leader, now that you're here a year and having under your belt? I think you might have mentioned to Judy yesterday about that Russ had kind of encouraged you to be that way too. Can you address that?
It's just being more, vocal about just getting guys, ready to go or making sure we on the right path to, what we want to accomplish. And I have to sometimes get out my mode. I talk to myself a lot. I talk to myself in my head, and I'm always quiet a lot. So sometimes I gotta step outside of those boundaries and get guys riled up, get them going, get my receiver group going, and that's just a part of just being a leader and just wanting to be better for my team.
Malik was talking earlier about how he's been impressed with the way you've done some of the little nuances, like when you're not the focus of a play, peeling off, taking a couple of DBs with you. Is that something you're focused on?
That's offense. That's what you want to have when you're in offense. Every guy has to want to, participate in whatever play is called. No matter if it's for me or not, I still gotta get guys open. I still gotta make the play works. If we want to be a great offense, we have to have those guys on the team.
Malik, how has it been with Mike Kafka? A new voice calling the plays, making sure he knows what you want, what his want, that kind of thing.
With Daves and him, it's been a collaborative process. Daves has been around also. Kaf has been, tremendous calling plays. So, like I said, it's a collaborative process, but, everything has been going good. Hopefully, during the season start, we're able to keep on rolling and continue to, get good plays called and get guys in good space, playmakers the ball, and explosive offense.
How much input have you had with Mike as far as I see this, I can exploit this, maybe not so good this, that kind of thing?
I'm sure that's what they want to hear. They want to hear the good players, interact with them, let them hear how plays are working out, let them hear our what's other plays that we can work on, how can we get open on this other play. So it's been, like I said, it's been a good process. I've spoke about some things in the offense about how we should run things, how we can't run things, how I feel about certain plays. So just having that going to them about it and them receiving it with open eyes and open ears has been great, has been helping us as an offense. So I'm glad that I still have that role in the offense to do that.
Malik, what's it like to catch Russell Wilson's deep ball? It's pretty unique. People always talk the moon ball, how high it is. You've caught balls from a lot of quarterbacks in here. What's unique about it? What's the key to tracking it?
I would say, personally, I probably would say his timing. His arm angles where he can deliver the ball, whether it be sidearm through a defender. He's put the ball in some crazy spots that I thought would never get to me, but it made it there. Or just like you said, the moon ball is easy to catch. He drops it right in the bucket. He's able to put the ball in position that only his receiver can catch the ball. So it's been one of those great attributes of him as he's been playing in the league for so long.
As somebody who likes to make big plays down the field, how exciting is that for you to have a guy like Russ? Whose specialty is that?
Yeah, especially if I can get 3 passes for 160 yards, I'll take that rather than 10. So just having that mindset at quarterback position, I'm going deep. I'm trying to score. I'm trying to get points. I'm trying to be aggressive, but also staying consistent on picking and choosing rather when he want to do it and when he doesn't want to do it, or just picking drives, and trying to give his guys the opportunity to go make plays.
Malik, how much different or better do you feel than you two?
I feel good. I feel good. I feel like I'm continuing to learn more, continue to gain more from those veteran guys, and just add more and more resources to my game and to my circle that I surround myself with.
We made it 5 minutes without asking you if you want to play in the preseason. Do you want to, and do you think it's important to when you have new quarterbacks for the sake of timing?
That's up to the coaching staff or what they want to do. what guys they want to put out there. But I'm gonna continue to stay ready, and whatever they do, I'm gonna just be ready. And when my name is called to go out there, I'm going out there.
Malik, what do you think?
Do you know Sauce? You're going to be going against him in a couple of next week with the joint practices and the preseason games. So what do you know about him? What's your relationship like with Sauce?
I mean, I know about him. I know he's one of the top guys that just got paid this year. I'm just happy to go against him. Get some other guys, in practice to try to compete with. So, I know he's a very good corner, and I'm just excited to go against him another year.
Malik, what were the things that you were most happy about last year with what you did personally, and what do you think you're going to be better at this year? What do you think you already feel you're better at?
I would just say all around, just knowing what everybody has to do on the offense. Whether it be protection, whether it be what the quarterback's looking at, whether it be knowing where the quarterback's going with the ball, rather than how to get other people open. So I kind of was just last year just running my route, trying to make sure I was doing everything right. But now as I take this step forward in the new offense, I'm focusing on learning every position, learning whether I gotta play wide, running back, or whether it be anything else. Just because it opens so much opportunities for me to get the ball, opportunities to showcase my talent. So just learning the whole offense and what everybody has to do.
I think Malik's done a great job. Just his leadership, his voice in the film room too. He's done a great job of that. I've been telling him that the more he communicates what he sees and feels, not just to us quarterbacks, but really to the group as a receiver, and we're all going to be on the same page. I think he's doing a great job of that. He's really just stepped into that role, the leadership role. Obviously, he's got guys like Slade to watch and listen to, and to be in the room with. Wandell. All those guys are so tremendously smart and experienced in a lot of ways, and so I think also too, I think he's really done a great job of just his practice habits and when he's out there going as hard as he can every rep.
Well, how good is he now you've had the opportunity to actually play with him?
Yeah, you see it on film.
Drills and so different than film.
Yeah, for sure. You see it on film. I mean, that was the first thing I told you guys when I watched him on film, watching all the cut-ups of him and all the cut-ups of the guys and all the plays, all the games. It was just his explosiveness once he catches the football. And there's only so many people in the world that can do it like he can. And I think that he's one of the best in the world to do it. And he's going into a second year of it all, and it's all fresh and all new. But he's definitely experienced in terms of how he sees the game, his mentality, attacking the football in the air. You guys have seen all the explosive plays he's made down the field, also even underneath, and all the things he's done too as well. And it's going to be a special thing. I'm excited to play with him, obviously.
For somebody like you who is kind of very known for the moon ball and all that, and how well you like to go deep, how exciting is that to have him as one of those weapons?
Yeah, I mean, I think we got multiplicity of guys that can do it. Obviously, Malik, he's world class at what he can do. There's nothing that really he can't do, and I think he does a great job of that. So, I think it all starts with the offensive line. The line's give me enough time to throw the ball down the field, make plays. Also, too, for guys to, you try to spread the ball around as many guys as you can. Try to take shots with certain guys and see what these guys are capable of. And we got a lot of guys that are really talented and capable of making plays all across the field.
Russ, Daboll's known for a coach that takes a lot of input from players. Mm-hmm. Is that something you two are going back and forth with, considering your experience and everything like that, as far as you having a lot of input with him going back and forth and all that?
Yeah, I mean, I think first of all, Daboll's got a beautiful mind, how he sees the game. He's coached tremendous football players. He's, won Super Bowls. He's been around winning, national championship, all that stuff. So he's been in the game for such a period of time. And I think the thing about Dabes is he sees it on the field so well. I think that's the unique piece about what he sees, how he communicates to us quarterbacks. I think that the best part too is in terms of the knowledge and what we get to share back and forth is pretty cool. Just over the years, all my experience, his experience, how we see the game the same way. When I came here, I was able to spend a lot of time. He watched all my cut-ups. I got to watch a lot of things that we've done here in the past, and also too just be able to share ideas and be able to share thoughts, and as we've been going too, and that's been really fun. I think him and Calf and also Shea too. Shea I've known since I've been 18 years old, so a lot of that is a lot of familiarity, not just with each other, but also too with ball and the game.
Russ, you just mentioned that Brian Daboll has a beautiful mind for football.
Yeah.
What kind of mind does Mike Kafka has? Because he's the guy you got to, he's going to be calling a lot of plays in. And how much of a sync do you need to be with him?
I think both guys, obviously Calf's played the game, played the position. He sees it like the quarterback does, and He's got a great viewpoint of the game. We get to spend a lot of time together in the quarterback room as well, and I think Kath is a really brilliant mind too. I think the ability to share ideas, I think the collaboration is what's really special here, and I think that how they do it and how we do it together, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun of being able to attack the defense, see things, and share a lot of successful plays, a lot of successful ideas, and I think that's been a lot of fun too.
Russ, what is your impression of Tyrone Tracy since he got here?
Yeah, I think Tracy's had a great training camp, OTAs. There's nothing that he can't do. Catching the ball out of the backfield, his ability to run the ball. You all saw some of the big runs he had today. I think motor too as well. Both of those running backs have been really spectacular for us. And once again, it all starts with the offensive line, how they've been doing a great job of creating big run lanes for those guys when they can. And we're going against a really good defense. So when you get to go against those guys, it just makes us all better offensively and defensively. And I think that level of competition daily, back and forth, is making our football team better every day.
Russ, you've been around all that.
Second, but I think Theo's been really showing up, the past several days in particular. I think he's done a tremendous job of, he's vertically, his ability to get down the field, vertically has been really good. I think he's done that a few times. Obviously, you saw the big touchdown crosser he ran today. Just his speed down the field. He's made some really big plays over the past, 4 or 5 practices, and being really intentional with him in particular has been cool to see over the past several days. I think also Belly's done a great job. He's so consistent. He's like Mr. Consistent. He's what you want in a tight end. You know where he's going to be. He can make plays for you. I think Dolchich has made some big plays throughout the camp too. And then obviously Chris Manhertz, big hand Mans. He's just like his ability to block, his ability to make plays. I've been around Chris for a while, man. He's a pro in every way. How he goes about it. It's fun to be around him. So we got a really good tight end room. I'm excited about Fedoni too. I think he's a young, talented guy. And I'm excited to see him ball out in the preseason and see what he can do.